Hey Terry, how are you, man?
I'm chilling, buddy. How about you?
Good, man. This is what friends talk about. Friends.
I
Let me name you two people who aren't friends on the court.
Okay.
Both wear the number 0. Both have 4-letter nicknames. Both are in a playoff series right now. Rock My Baby.
Oh, Rock My Baby?
Dame Time?
Ooh, Dame Time.
Dame Time.
Ooh. I know who we're talking about.
You know what we're talking about?
I know who we're talking about.
Okay. Who are we talking about?
I'm not too sure. I'm just kidding.
We're talking about Dennis Schroeder and Seth Curry. We're talking about Russell Westbrook and Damian Lillard.
Dame Time.
The hottest rivalry in the NBA.
Right now, yes.
It's like gossip when you're in high school. You're just thinking about. You go to high school, you see these two. They don't like each other. They want to fight.
I love it.
What is your take on Dame and Russ? Like Dame versus Russ, I guess. Like just forget about like Portland and OKC. Just those two players together.
You know what? I never watched basketball like the NBA back in the day when it was like very physical. But I assume that this is like 10% of what it was like back then, and I love every second of it.
Yeah.
I love players getting in each other's faces. I love getting like chest to chest, pushing people around, standing over them, talking shit.
I love it.
It like, you know what? It makes the NBA entertaining, and it just like it shows that like everyone cares.
Yeah.
Everyone everyone's fighting for their NBA career here, right? And I don't know what it is, but it's like you can watch series where it's like buddy friendships and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just not as fun. It's not as like entertaining.
No. I think I love the rivalry because both of them they started off like rough. And when they get drafted, Dame obviously I don't think he was the guy right when he got drafted. He was the rookie of the year. He's great.
Yeah, he was.
Great player. Russ, same thing. He comes in. He has KD. He has Harden in a couple years. These guys, they work so hard. Now they're superstars in the league.
Yeah.
And now they want to be the alpha male, the alpha dog.
Yeah.
And I think, especially in Game 3, Russ had 33 points. Dame had 32 points.
Yeah.
These guys are like so neck and neck.
They went like just like toe for toe kind of thing.
If you just take them away and it's Portland versus OKC. OKC won because they got more points than Dame versus Russ. And their bench.
Oh, okay, yeah,
you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, yeah.
So those guys are Dame and Russ. What I'm trying to say is those guys are just like so close to each other, like skill wise and skill set wise. That's why they're rivals. I think.
I have a question for you. Russell Westbrook, he's recognized as one of the best point guards in the league.
Unfortunately,
Damian Lillard is probably one of the most underrated point guards because like everyone knows what Damian Lillard can do, but nobody's really like. When they're talking about best point guards, Damian Lillard is usually, oh yeah, he could be 5, he could be 6. It's never like Dame is top 3.
Yeah.
Like not many people include him in that conversation. Why do you think that is?
100% agree. I think this the last 2 seasons, 2018, 2019, he has been recognized more. He's been an all-star every season. Like it's not like he's getting snubbed anymore. He's getting recognized.
Yeah.
He's starting to get looked at like not underrated anymore. But for Russell Westbrook, he averaged a triple-double, I think, for the 3rd straight year this year. He's a superstar. He's literally a superstar. I just have a question for you. Who would you pick on your team between these two guys, Russ or Dame, to start a franchise?
Oh, to start a franchise? Yeah. Am I taking both like in their prime?
Both in their prime.
Both in their prime? Damn, that's really hard.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have to pick Russell Westbrook. Because he plays with that motor for 82 games a season. And then he goes in the playoffs and does the same thing. He does take really dumb shots. He's very stupid in crunch time. He's smarter when the game is progressed, like in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah. In
the last 5 minutes, he acts like he
chucks up stupid-ass threes.
Very dumb.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be like that. But I would take him over Dame just because of that.
Can I explain my reasoning why it was so hard for me to pick somebody?
Yeah.
So like with both of them is like my immediate thing is like who's gonna take me further in the playoffs, right? And when I think of Dame, I'm thinking 1st round exits. Has won 1 playoff series in his entire career.
Huge game winner. I get it.
Huge game winner, but like he's been bounced 1st round every other year. And Russ, you know what? You could be like Russ has been to the NBA Finals. He's been to Western Conference Finals, but then I realized KD was with him.
Yep.
As soon as KD dipped out, he hasn't won, and he hasn't gotten out of round 1. No. He may not get out of round 1 this year again.
And that's embarrassing in my opinion.
It is. Like you would think somebody that gives so much to the game could lead his team to the promised land, but like I'm not even talking promised land here. I'm talking second round.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, I probably would have to agree with you and choose Russ just because like he does give everything.
Yeah.
My only issue with Russ is sometimes, and I know this sounds really stupid, he gives too much.
He gives 190%.
And
I agree.
We may only need 150, but
Yeah.
he gives that extra 40 where it's
agree.
like
I agree.
you need to just
You
like
need to
slow
calm
down.
Yeah, especially in incidences where he's running full court from his end to the other end.
Yeah.
You need to slow down. You need to stop. You need to get other people involved. I agree.
Yeah.
What I don't like about this rivalry is when Dennis Schroeder
Oh.
mocks Damian Lillard when Damian Lillard just dropped 25 points in quarter 3 with him guarding him. It's disrespectful. And let me tell you something. If I was Terry Stotts, the coach of Portland,
Yeah.
I would be like, anytime you score on Russell Westbrook, do this.
Rock that baby.
Every
Rock that
single
baby.
time you do that.
Yeah.
If they want to do that to Dame, it's just disrespectful that other bench players do that. They should have no say in this rivalry.
You know what?
Between two stars.
Even Dame said it himself. He was like Schroeder did this after he knew the game was sealed.
Yeah.
He didn't even when the game was still it was still undecided.
Yeah.
Sorry. Schroeder didn't do anything.
Nothing.
He needed to make sure it was a done deal. And literally, Lillard was like, he doesn't have the balls to be like, do this shit when like
Do
the
it
game's
now.
like when you don't know if you're gonna win.
Yeah.
But you have to believe you're gonna win. And like, you know what? I respect what Lillard's saying. Like, Schroeder has no right.
no right to do anything.
But I'm like, I get it. You're in the playoffs. You hate the moment. Do what you gotta do.
You have your intents. I get it.
And you know what? Like for like a teammate like Russ loves shit like that.
He does.
Where you're just like a complete dick.
He
He's
loves
like,
it.
I want you on my team.
He loves what Dennis is doing. 100% he does.
Have you seen Paul George in like press conferences? He's starting to sound like Westbrook. It would be like,
Next question.
He'll be like, hey Westbrook, how did you feel about your offense today?
And that's also another topic. Like, it's just so disrespectful to like the reporters. Like, I know you don't want to be there and answer questions.
Yeah.
But give the most cliche answer you can. To this
Popovich
question.
even gives more, man.
Just don't be rude. Don't be disrespectful. I know Paul George was never like that either. He actually cared about the game.
I'm telling you, man. Russ is like he like rubs off on
He
people,
does.
but like
In
not
the wrong
always
way.
in the best way.
Not in good ways sometimes.
Like just completely like continuously saying next question. You know what? I understand if the person's asking you a question, like let's say you have
That's the dumbest. I understand.
let's say you have like beef with somebody and you're like, so is this turning into like a one-on-one thing?
I understand.
You could be like, next
You
question.
know what? Next question. I don't want to answer that.
If you're asking something simple like, hey, what do you think worked on with your offense this game, and you look into the camera, you're like, next question.
You got to answer that.
These people have jobs, man.
Damian Lillard, he answered a question about Dennis Schroeder.
He did.
Mocking him.
He did.
He answered it with confidence.
He
did
did.
2 sentences. He handled it like a man. That's why I like Dame. He's more respectful. And another thing with this rivalry, man, is if anybody says anything disrespectful, like that crosses the line, I just don't want that to happen. I just want it to be like a fair. You can talk trash on the court, I understand, but don't go at people's families or wives or anything like that.
No one did, right?
Nobody did.
But you're just saying you don't want to get to that point.
I don't want it to get to that point because I feel like Russ will be the first one to say something crazy, and then next thing you know, fists are thrown.
Yeah.
Because everything's building up.
Yeah.
And it's going crazy, but I do like this rivalry in the playoffs because there's nothing happening in the playoffs, and it's good to have something.
Aside from like the Dame versus Russ, what are we thinking with OKC versus Portland?
Yeah, that's probably the best first round matchup this year.
Yeah.
When you look at East or West, that's the best first round matchup.
Yeah.
It's the most exciting. I hope it goes to like 7 games.
Man, I really hope so too.
My prediction would be like Portland to hopefully pull it out. They do have home court advantage.
Are you thinking like 6, 7? What are we thinking here?
7 games, man.
I'm thinking 7
It's
too.
gonna take 7 games. Nobody's gonna win on
seven.
their away court. Sorry.
You don't think OKC can steal that shit in Portland?
I don't think they can.
Yeah, I'm not too sure they can either.
Yeah.
They're so bad. I didn't realize how bad they are from 3. They don't have any 3-point shooters.
They were pretty bad. In game 3, they played better.
Yeah.
Game 1 and 2, I think they were 10 for 61. Dame was 9 for something, or he was 11. Sorry, he was 11. For
yeah,
something.
he hit more threes than the entire team.
Again, yeah, they need to work on that.
That's the thing. There's teams in the NBA that are like, you have to like, as much as you don't want to cave into what the NBA is doing, you have to start like following what the NBA is going towards. Like 3-point shooting is everything in this league, and their best 3-point shooter is Paul George. Very respectable. Then after that, I'm trying to think of the next best 3-point shooter.
Jeremy Grant.
Bro, if Jeremy Grant is
He doesn't shoot a lot, but he has the best percentage.
Dennis Schroeder shoots a lot.
Dennis Schroeder shoots a lot.
Westbrook shoots just too many.
Yeah. That team, they should work you inside. They have Noel, they have Adams. George can get to the rim. Westbrook can get to the rim whenever he wants. They need to work you inside, and then that opens up the three.
The one person I'll give credit to in this series that I didn't expect to play as well as he's playing right now is Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter showed up. He ever since Nurkic went down, he's putting the first game. I think he had 20. He almost had 20.
He had 25 and 18, I think.
Something like that.
He played incredible, man. I agree. His defense still non-existent, but if you can somehow shadow that, you'll be fine. I do want to say something very quickly though.
Yep.
Oh, I do want OKC to win because if they can beat their next round series, they'll face the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals.
Oh.
That's why I want them to win because I don't want the Nuggets
or the Spurs
to win.
Oh my god!
And
even Portland versus Golden State would be awful.
Yeah, that's not good. So that's the only reason I want OKC to win because I want Russ to go after Steph and see how Steph reacts.
That would be intense.
You know what I mean?
Yo, that would be the hardest run for Golden State.
God. And KD going back to Chesapeake Arena, it's unbelievable, man. I hope.
Because they've never played in the playoffs yet, have they?
They have not played.
Ooh, that would be must watch television.
That would be intense, man. So hopefully they can pull that out. I just don't know if they can even get past San Antonio or Denver though. And that's so bad.
If there was ever to be a team where it's just complete wild card and you don't know what you're gonna get, it would be OKC.
Yeah.
So let's just hope OKC can beat Portland and beat Spurs/Nuggets, whoever wins that series,
and win one game against.
Just win one or two. Just push it to 6.
That'd be great.
At least 6 games against Golden State.
100%.
Right? If you're gonna get swept, just stay home.
Yeah.
Stay home. We don't need that.